promotional tournament, and we'll see if they're going to be able to turn this into a first win of the season, or whether it's going to be lights out for them as CEX enter the map. And already the action kicking off. Andrew going to be the first one to fall in this game, and everybody over on this B side of the map, it's going to be 2 for 1 so far, and actually it looks like United Estonia taking advantage.
Yeah, they have got a little bit of early game damage in there. 2 Ts left on that CEX side. They're going to be forced to fall back. Have a little think about what's going on. The bomb actually rotating off towards A. There's only one man on the A side. If they do, you know, sell this fake here, they could pull something out of the bag.
Yeah, they certainly could. And I mean, this is one of the things about the pistol rounds as well. You're pretty much on even footing to start the game, and if they can manage to fool their opponents, they might be able to grab something as they look for the shots onto that CT, but they're not going to find him. HS here on the A site. He's all alone though, but his team is coming from behind, and the terrorists are trapped on Speedway here. Headshot is going to... Oh, he's going to find the headshot even as he finds a second as well. He's going to take them down and defend the round for United Estonia.
Yeah, fairly clinical round from United Estonia. That's what you want to see, them getting the pistol on. They basically secured the next 2 for free with the SMG buy that I'm sure we'll be seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this is something that we see. Generally speaking, whoever can win that first pistol round tends to win the next couple of rounds. But obviously, we've seen crazy things happen. We've seen these 4 spies come out, and Tech 9s and Armor is certainly a lineup that can take away a round versus those SMGs. And honestly, one of the massive advantages of those SMGs is that you can go through the armor. But speaking of armor, that's going to be 3 Ts already down. Victor and Chronic, the last 2 as they push in. They're going to find Mick though, and it's a 1 versus 3 now as Victor looking for more. The FAMAS in the hand of Fetz though should be enough. He's going to be able to take down that man, and they're going to be able to secure themselves the second round.
Yeah, that's what you'd expect to see. They're just getting completely blown apart on the eco. They did get 2 rifles dropped though from the United Estonia side, so not too bad. A little bit of economical damage, but it's not going to be that much. It's negligible to say the least.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I mean, heading into this one, we see another sort of rebuy on those couple of CTs that did end up going down. We're going to see the full eco coming out from CEX. Now, CEX seem to be heading over towards the A site and actually going to blow this one wide open, taking the first frag of the round. They might be able to get the bomb down here, and actually a nice pickup on that rotating CT from Victor. And actually 2 CTs left. He's going to turn it into a 3 versus 2 though with that SMG. Nugga looking for more. Is he going to be able to find it? He looks for Andrew and he finds another one. That's his second of the round. And now it's a 2 versus 2. 2 versus 1. Victor, he's in suddenly a terrible situation, but he finds one. SMG versus SMG here. Whoever gets the first shots is going to get it, and it's going to be Victor with the hat trick to finish out the round.
Yeah, that is huge. I mean, that whole round really stemmed from Victor being able to play that lurk role. If he wouldn't have got the kill onto the rotating CT, catched him off guard and been able to steal himself up in a yump, he wouldn't have been able to do much from there. He came in last minute, went big, and really clutched it out for the T's. Yeah,
I mean, stealing that UMP was just so crucial for them. Had they not been able to get that bit of firepower on their side, it could have been a lot of trouble. But we're going to see our first full buy round coming out from these 2 teams. FAMAS is across the board, though, because of how many people have been dropping for either side here. But with an AWP apiece, it certainly should be a round to watch out for. And, I mean, both these teams playing this one so cautiously. They know how important this round is.
Yeah, this could be a really big one here. Basically, though, we want to see CEX winning this. Their economy, it's not going to be too happy if they aren't able to follow up that previous round win. They need to go big, and they're taking their time now, just playing for the picks, sizing up the CTs. They're waiting for the frags to come to them. They want them to make the first mistake, which is smart play here. No reason to get overly aggressive just yet.
No, absolutely. I mean, if you can find that pick to start off a round, it just gives you such a huge advantage. Always having the opportunity to... I mean, if you're 5-4 up, you can afford to just trade kill for kill constantly, and you will win the round doing so. So we'll see who's going to be able to get that opening frag. Looks like A-Site is going to be the pick again for CEX as they all head over, and actually they're going to burst in onto the site, but it's Nugga who opens it up. HS going to fall, though, to the AK-47, but it's going to be Fetz with a double to pick up a couple of those CTs. Can he get the AWP shot? Yes, he can. Nugga with his second of the round. He's going to be looking to make it a hat trick. It's going to be Mick, in fact, that finishes off Victor, and that's going to be the 3rd round for United Estonia.
Yeah, really beautiful hold from there. No one going for any crazy faces, baiting for each other. The crossfire setup was on point, and they just locked it down. Just easy pickings for United Estonia there.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, CEX in a bit of a shaky situation here. They've gone for a Tech 9 buy again. Basically no armor across their lineup. Just Victor with that Kevlar. For CEX right now, what should be the plan for them to pull themselves back into this game?
Well, I mean, the economy is not too great because they got the first round. They're not looking too healthy. They've gone for the Tech 9 buy. All they want to do is try get a plant here. They want to go for a shock and all, quick outplay onto that A site, try get the plant, but they're not going to be allowed.
No, Fez is certainly saying no as he grabs 4, grabs the 5 clean man. The clean man ace, the clean 5-man ace there. Fez just annihilates.
Nailing everyone to a wall there.
Oh my goodness. I mean, he just stopped that in its tracks. I don't even know what to say about that one. Fetz not letting anyone through. You shall not pass. That's what Fetz is saying to the CEX lineup right now. And honestly, that's got to hurt. Like, personally, that's got to hurt when you just get 1v5 like that.
Yeah, it's going to be devastating. I mean, they were forced into the double eco as well now because of it. Didn't get the bomb down. Economy's still not very happy with them, and they just have to go for the fast play over at B. They get a little bit of damage off. Resu does find one onto Mick. There's the double kill. They just finally get taken down.
It does indeed, and that's going to make it a 3 versus 2. Now, Nugget looking with that AWP. Can't connect the shot, though. Does manage to get one through smoke onto Andrew with that USP, and now he has HS coming from the back. He's going to find one. It turns it into a 2 versus 1. Just one T remaining with the Desert Eagle. Now, if you've got to make miracles happen, the Desert Eagle is going to be a good weapon for it, but he's in all sorts of trouble right now. Nugget should be able to protect this, and in fact, it's HS. Drops down with the M4, cleans up that round for his team, and turns it into 5-1 as we head into round 7. Not a good scoreline to be looking at if you're CEX right now.
Yeah, it's not too great, but I mean, you've got to imagine as well. You notice they did pick up the pistol round, so they got themselves a little bit of an early game bonus. But finally, they've got that lose bonus in the bank. They can afford to get themselves a few rifles. The AWP over on Andrew, and he does prove himself to be a bit of a fiend with that rifle when he gets some height behind him. So let's see if he can do some damage. The shutdown Nugget. Mick retaliates though.
He does indeed. 1 for 1 on the board. A nice shot from Mick to take away that guy on boost. Chronic not quite going to be able to use that positional advantage to the same extent that we would have wanted. 4 versus 4, and this is one of the things when you're trying to get those picks in mid, if you trade 1 for 1, then just nobody manages to get an advantage and both teams will retreat back. But it's HS pushing on forward, finds one, can't quite get the recoil down onto Victor, but he does turn it around in the end, finishes that kill off with just a couple of bullets. And now suddenly it looks awful for the terrorists as they're pushing in. They're trying to finish off the kill. They do manage to get one. Risu going to be the one to grab that, but it's Fetz waiting around the corner. Can he get the double spray? Yes, he can. And Fetz, I mean, he's so far this game, he has been proving he is on point with that M4.
Yeah, he's looking fairly crisp today. I mean, it's unfortunate as well, though, because the flash they used, if it would have been able to blind him, they could have gone for that aggressive take they were trying to do. They might have got the trade, could have got the frag onto him. It's a rifle down. They would have been able to work something off that. It's just unfortunate the flash did miss. Yeah.
Unfortunate play for them, and going to be forced into yet another eco around here. We do have a couple of Desert Eagles, and Tech 9 coming out though, so they are looking for something. They're trying to at least grab a couple of kills on the way to planting the bomb, but right now they're just looking for any kind of economical advantage, any kind of foot in the door, really.
Yeah, CEX, they are struggling right now, and they know what is going to go down if they do go for that A take. They've been shut down time and time again. They're waiting, lying around. Victor, it looks like he's getting ready to go out of Squeaky.
Certainly looking for something. Andrew going to find HS, does tag him down to 17, but can't quite finish off the kill. Osiris is going to be here, though, and it's going to be Risu, actually, who finishes it off. And it's 1 for 1 as Victor went down, but now they push in onto the side. They're going to be able to get the bomb down on this eco round. But Fetz is still here. He's proven he's a monster before. As Mick finds one, that's going to be Risu grabbing another for himself, though. And actually, they're all pushing in onto him. But it's 2 Ts going down to the M4 of Cal. And that's going to be another round picked up for UE here.
Yeah, this is huge stuff coming out from United Estonia. The holds are on point. I mean, this is what I was saying about the crossfires previously. Everyone is baiting for each other nicely here. When they do finally go for these committed takes onto A, there's not much they're going to do. They're going to get picked off. They were on the eco, so you wouldn't expect they got like the best out of them, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it certainly is, but fortunately for them, they are going to be able to go for a full buy here. 4 AKs and an AWP. Can they get the picks that they need with that sniper rifle? Right now, they need to get something before we head into the second half. They cannot afford to go in with this kind of deficit, and it's going to be HS who opens the round up with a double spray already. And oh my goodness, already it's looking grim for CEX this round.
Yeah, they're really stuck in a rut now. 3 players left. There's not much you can do from here. They'd have to really get a couple of 6 shots coming out, just juicy frags to try and retake the man advantage here. And to be honest, their positions they're in, they're spread out way too thin. It's going to be hard for them to bait for each other, and they are just going to get picked off.
It certainly are. Fetz grabbing himself another one. Right now, he's just padding his score because he has been destroying the members of CEX so far. It's going to be Andrew with the AWP, just looking to, at very least, do some damage to the lineup of UE. They can't afford to just let UE stack up money like they have been over these last few rounds. They need to at least try and take down a couple of members. It's going to be Chronic pushing in onto the site, but he's going to be spotted out by Fetz yet again. That man picking up the kills, and Andrew not able to land the AWP shot here. He's going to look for another shot. Does manage to get one onto Cal, so at least they've managed to get a frag this round, but honestly, Andrew in a whole lot of trouble. That M4 going to melt him down to 7 HP. One more shot will do it. He does find one. In fact, it was a team kill. Nugget finished off HS there. But it is going to be... I mean, at least 2 CTs went down. That is a slight silver lining for CEX, but honestly...
Yeah. It's not too bad, but I mean, if we have a look at the cash here, really, Nugget, he is loaded. He is not looking too unhealthy at all. You know, he is well fed, and that's 12 grand in the bank. He can drop his teammates for a fair few rounds, so...
He can drop them and then just rebuy for them right now. But he is feeling more than comfortable as we see a full force push coming in onto the B site. They managed to trade 1-for-1, but Cal already turns it straight back, and it's a 2-4-2 here as they push into the site. They need to get this bomb down as fast as possible. They have to get that extra injection of cash, but it's going to be Fetz who already denies something. But Nugget gets found out with the Tech 9 here. HS looking to deny that, though, and they are going to be able to find the kill. So the AWP back into the hands of HS, and it's Cyrus in a 2 versus 1. He has the AWP. Can he pick off these CTs? HS just hiding around that corner. But Fetz is right next to him, and it's going to be HS picking him off with the AWP. It's going to be yet another round as we head into round 11 here. I mean, this has got to be one of the most sided cash games I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's true. It was quite interesting there as well. Fetz actually went for the fake flash by throwing his pistol to try and bait a Sorabash out. Interesting stuff. Yeah. Trying his luck.
Yeah, trying to get that sneaky little play there. Did pay off for them, they are. 9 rounds up. See if they can turn it into a 10. We see a third pretty much full buy, though, coming out from the CEX lineup. So they're doing okay to at least be able to grab these weapons for themselves. But honestly, they've not really been able to do all too much with them so far.
Yeah, they've been struggling. They found a little bit of success on the B site when they do go for these commits, but Cal's just going to shut them down. Knocks 2 of them down. Easy pickings for the lad. And I mean, it's looking bad, really. Once again, 2 players left. They're spread too thin. They can't help each other.
No, absolutely not. I mean, this is the same thing we've seen every round. Actually, Fetz is going to be going down. I almost expected him to just double kill those 2. We've seen him do it before, but it's going to be Risu grabbing the double kill for himself. And just 2 CTs remaining. 2 versus 2 with 40 seconds on the clock. This is about as close as any round has been so far for CEX right now. There's a CT on either site.
This is good for the Ts, though, really. They've got the advantage in this round. 2 Ts versus 2 CTs is so much easier for that T side. If they work for each other here, 25 seconds on the clock, this is easily winnable.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see HS heading over. Could turn into the 2 versus 2, but it's going to be Mick grabbing one, trades it back across, though. And now, can they get the bomb down at very least? They are going to be able to. Actually, a fake plan comes out. We're going to see HS sneaking onto the site, gets shots onto Victor. 3 HP remaining. Can he finish off the T, though? 1 headshot from Victor will be more than enough. HS is hiding down, and he plays for time. Victor wins the firefight, but loses the round.
Oh man, that is devastating. He went for the crouch, tucked his head in, hit his hitbox, and got away with it. It's literally milliseconds after the round have ended as well.
That is painful to watch right there. I've really got a feel for Victor. Winning the fight on 3 HP as well, but still, unfortunately, not going to be able to grab the round. And honestly, we see Cal back into checkers. We've seen him mow down members from this position multiple times this game, and it's actually going to be Cal again that opens up the round with a headshot from that M4. That's going to be Risu going down as he picks himself up a double. Looks for Victor for the triple. And oh my goodness, CEX just being annihilated here by Cal. Andrew does finally be able to trade back onto that CT member, but honestly, it's already looking grim in this round.
Yeah, things ain't looking too healthy. 2 Ts left. Andrew gets dropped by the nade, blown out of the server. And it's all on Osiris. Easy dink coming out there, knocked him down so low before he even went for the face. Just devastating stuff. And
look at the UE health bars there as well. 3 members on like 15 HP. Just not quite able to finish off those targets though. And honestly, like, we're seeing 4 spies come out from CEX now pretty much every round. And honestly, when you're 1 versus 11, you kind of just have to. They're just searching for anything right now.
Yeah, really struggling, and it is unfortunate. I mean, I'm not too sure what's going on that CEX side. It's just the communication, the plays they've been going for, they just shut down way too early on. It's players like Cal that have just been whipping out these individual plays, just shutting them down round after round. Huge stuff, and he knows Osiris is there. With a cheeky face, gets the frag once again.
Yeah, trading 1 for 1 though, as Mick is going to be able to grab that T. And again, the man advantage going over to UE here. But as I say that, Chronic does not want that to be the case, and neither does Andrew as they turn it into a 3 for 2. And now they can potentially pull this into a second round for themselves. They have the advantage. Surely they can turn this into something. Noga going to be looking down mid, going to be looking for anything. But it looks like the A side is going to be the call here for the CEX lineup.
Over on that CT side though, Naga does have a smoke. He's miles away from the A site to try and help out though. HS, he's got a little bit of utility, but it's all go, go, go. And as they flood out, he can't use any of it. Restu is going to go around from the side, shuts him down, nails him to the wall. And it's all on Naga. He's got the AWP, but he's not going to use it. The nade goes out. It should kill Resu, takes him down. That's a lot better form, but the 1-on-2, I'm not sure it's possible.
No, Andrew going to be able to comfortably finish that one off with the AWP, and that is pretty much best case scenario for CEX. Not only do they win the round, but they can steal 2 AWPs to take on through, and that is going to be so crucial for them to try and pull themselves back into this game. But I mean, look at, we're on round 14 already. That best case scenario right here, they enter the second half 11-4.
See, for me, what's been going wrong here is they've not been attempting to get actual mid control, and this is better. Chronic finally going for the boost. He's going to get the mid pick. This is a whole new CEX we're seeing. They've got that mid pick now. They can roll with it. They've got the entry. They've got the advantage. This is a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if they can use that advantage. Like we were talking about earlier, they can go for these 1-for-1 trades now. They can afford to do that. They don't even need to right now as Osiris Bash going to open it up with the kill onto HS. Now it's a 5 versus 3. All they need to do is just play this cautiously, play it safely. And with this numbers advantage, there shouldn't be a reason that they lose out. But Mick is going to be able to find Osiris Bash on his own.
There's that short execute onto the A side. Vets, he has been a machine so far this game, just locking down everyone, and he gets another pick there. The 3-on-2. Victor, he is feeling hype though after that shot.
Certainly is, as Cal going to trade one back onto Rezu. Now it's a 2 versus 1 for the CT. He's not going to be able to find it. Andrew is on site and ready to pick up those kills, and the AWP going to be picked up yet again for CEX. So at least they're finally getting a couple of rounds on the board. At least they've got something to work with here. Can they turn it into a 4th round as we move towards the second half of the game here? Famous in the hands of Mick is going to be pretty much the only buy coming out from United Estonia. The economy has finally been hurt, and Andrew going to open this round up. He's looking for more, but doesn't quite connect the second shot. Now HS in the mid. He's going to look for the deagle shots, but he can't quite finish off that member. And it's a 4 versus 5 here. as the T's head on up towards the A site. And actually, Victor is laying in wait. Manages to find another one, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 5. The Desert Eagle, is it going to be enough? It is, as Rezu goes down. But Andrew going to be able to, at very least, plant the bomb here. With 4 Ts, they should be able to defend this.
Ideally, you would expect it. And they do have a little bit of equipment left on them. Victor actually in a prime time position from behind. Rips Fets apart. Asari Bash chimes in with one as well. 11-4. CEX, towards the end there, they realized what they were doing wrong. They started baiting for each other. They went for the mid picks, gained mid control, and then everything stemmed from there.
Yeah, absolutely. And fingers crossed, we can see that same CEX from those last 3 rounds moving into the second half. Because honestly, moving into the second half, 11-4 on the board, they're going to need to be on point.
Yeah. And what's interesting enough there as well is, I mean, if we just look at the individual players right now on CEX, Asari Bash, he's struggling. He's only got 3 frags on him. I was expecting him to be the powerhouse, the deciding factor for CEX in this matchup. And it's interesting that he is struggling right now, bottom fragging for his side.
So Fets now around 20 kills, but the fight is already kicking off here as the T's are heading over towards this A site. They're looking for a pick to open it up as Andrew's spraying down from mid, but he's going to be found by HS. A beautiful UMP headshot though, and the rest of his team is going to follow up. Fets now the last man standing, and CEX are going to find themselves the first round of the half, and hopefully they're going to be able to turn this into a couple more.
Yeah, they need to keep that ball rolling. They've got the first round. That's the hard part done. They can go for the famous buys. Interestingly enough, actually 4 of them going for the famouses. 1 M4 there on Resi. I'd prefer to actually see the SMG buy going out here, but it seems they're playing for safety. They're not going to play to try to get that extra bit of buffer, the extra calf. They're playing to just win these rounds with absolute ease.
Yeah, honestly, I completely agree with playing safe from the position of CEX right now. They cannot afford to lose a single round here as Cal is going to enter the site, gets a dink onto him, but he can't connect the shots to finish it off. Only going to trade 1 for 2 there. And now they push in onto the site, but again, just trading across. Cal and Fets, the last 2 members. Can they at least get the bomb down? That's the question. Fets does have it in his hand, but Victor is going to take down his last remaining ally. And actually, Fet's going to come to him, but he looks the wrong way as he comes through the door. Victor going to take another round for CEX, and the bomb didn't even go down.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. And I mean, CEX now, they went for a bit of a force there, wanted to try win it out, and it didn't work out from the cash. It's still not too healthy. They're going to have to go in for the eco. They do get the P250s out. They're going to try something, but I want to just see a shock and awe style play here coming out from United Estonia. There's no reason they should just be playing these ecos so slow. We saw that B take. That was all right. If they can do something like that again, that'll be better.
Yeah, absolutely. And already a couple of the T's getting tagged out here. Victor with a huge high explosive grenade just going to blow Mick off the side of the world there. And already turning it into a 3 versus 5, but they at least get the bomb down here. Cyrus going to finish off that last T, and they're just looking for frags right now. They're on the complete wrong side of the map. They are going to find one onto Resu. And actually, they're looking for Chronic as well. He's peeking on through the side of that truck, and he's going to be able to defuse the bomb. Actually, Victor does find one. Can he finish off Cal? Not quite. But honestly, CEX, they're pulling themselves back into this one. Now only 4 rounds down.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. I mean, that's what it stemmed from. They had to get the pistol. They won it. They kept themselves in the game, and they've got themselves a few rounds back. But they have to keep it up. Going into this first gun round, this is where the pressure is going to be on. If we see them slip now, if they fumble, this is going to be the making point.
Absolutely. And already we see a push on towards the B site, but the bomb is on spawn. They're just waiting for an opportunity, waiting to see where the best place is going to be to push, and it's apparently not the B site as Cal's taken down, but they are going to be able to trade it back across. HS picking up that kill onto Rezu. And actually, it's going to be Chronic in the vents, finds one, and immediately just bails, but it's going to be Fets behind him to capitalize on that missed position there. A nice surround coming out from the T's as they head towards the B site. Looks like that is going to be the call. Fets waiting for Andrew to come around this corner, and he's going to be able to just dome that man. Now Mick on the site looking for more, but Victor takes him out. But as he reloads, Nugget enters the site. He's going to be able to get the bomb down, and now can Osiris Bash do this 2 versus 1? He finds Fets, he's opened it up, but it's going to be a trade straight back across from Nugget, and it is going to be United Estonia getting around on the board here.
Yeah, they've been able to do it. They've gone through back to the old form, and This is sort of what we expected. United Estonia, they proved to be a real hard feat for CEX to do anything.
Yeah, so on your screen right now, you can see the odds for the next game. So it's around 70-30 kind of percentages in favor of FM here. So FM's certainly going to be looking pretty strong heading into our next matchup. But this round looks like it's already going to be kicking off here. Cal pushing in into check. Cal seems to absolutely love checkers. Yeah. Every time I see that player, he seems to be there, whichever side they're on. But nobody quite finding an opponent just yet. Cal is snuck very deep, and he's going to peek onto site. Chronic is going to be waiting, though, and he's going to be taken down. In fact, it's HS that's taken down by Rezu, and Chronic going to find it finally onto Cal, but Nugga opens up this A site for his team. There's only one member remaining there, and actually now it's a 3 versus 3. The bomb hanging around near that B site. But with the 3 versus 3, they've not really found themselves an opportunity just yet.
Sorry, Bash is going to get the kill onto Nugga, though. Gives them the advantage once again, but I mean, Chronic, he's very low. 1 HP on him. He could breathe and he would die, so not too great. As he's working towards that B site, if they can get the bomb down, they could be in a good spot to start to run away with things. Chronic, he's very low, just waiting around, trying to get a frag across, trying to hold him back so his teammates can rotate over. Oh, the trades there, that is good stuff. Both of them getting dropped. And it's all on Bash. I mean, he's not been on his best form so far this game, but there is one frag onto Mick. If he can follow it up, huge stuff. Finally does it. Finally back in the game. He's rolling back to the years. It's like I'm watching EPS Germany all over again.
Yeah, he's just in this to prove you wrong right now. Going to be even picking up some weapons before going for that defuse. Has time to play with. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of the caster curse. The split second you say something's not going to happen, it happens. And Osiris Bash pulling CEX back into this one. So they're going to be able to go for that full buy. And actually, we might see a little bit of a force buy coming out from United Estonia here.
Yeah, we've had to see what they can afford. The Galil on Mick, only 10 on HS, but it's not all doom and gloom. They'll still be fine. Mick's going to be, you know, he's in a bit of a rough spot, though. 1 bullet to the head and he will be dropped. He couldn't afford the head armor that time around, of course. The CTs with those fantasies, they will be dropping him fairly quickly.
Certainly will. That is one of the crucial things when you can't afford that armor. You can't afford to go for extended fights, but they're not, as Fetz finds that headshot onto Andrew. Now Mick going to be peeking up towards the vents, but can't quite find his target there. Now Victor looking to try and trade this back. Look, and it's actually going to be him and his friend finding one. Victor finds 2, in fact, as Chronic turns it into 4. And Cal now, the last man standing, looking for one. Rezu is full blind right there. He's going to be able to find it, but trades it straight back across. Chronic going to open that round up for his team and turn it into 12-9, and CEX actually, honestly, looking like they might be able to equalize this.
Yeah, they're getting back on their old form. Everyone seems to be stepping up. But Bash now, he is doing a lot better compared to what we saw in the first half. So good stuff all around from the CEX lads. They do need to keep it up, and this is going to be the game changer. The B play coming out, everyone playing slow. They're playing contact here. As soon as they see or are spotted by that CT side, that's when they're going to go for the charge.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this full pistol buy, they need to try and find something, but it's going to be Fez dinking his teammate immediately, and they are all just going to be falling. Textbook anti-eco there. Rezu with the hat trick, and honestly, I feel like Fetz dinking his teammate was kind of the story of that entire round.
Yeah, it was a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
A bit confusing.
A little bit disastrous for United Estonia there, but they are going to be able to pull out some AKs here for this next round. The eco is going to pay off. They're going to be able to afford that armor as well. So we'll see if they're going to be able to find something here. They're going to be heading over towards the A site here. Not going for your standard split and pick, looking to actually execute a push here onto this bomb site. But are they going to be able to find the opening frags? That's the question.
And there's the smoke going up towards Shaw, trying to hold him off. But Andrew, he's in a prime time position to get the frag onto Nugga. That's going to shut him down. It's given the CTs more than enough information to go for the rotate. 4 on the site. This should be easy for the hold.
Certainly should, but it's going to be Rezu trading 1 for his own life here. Mick finds a second, though, and he looks for Victor. He's looking for a third one onto Osiris, who's hiding behind that wall, as HS with a nice pop flash is going to be able to take out Chronic. He trades it 1 for 1. 2 Ts remaining, but they're both low on HP. Osiris finds one. Any stray bullet will take him out, and he finds the round for himself. That is going to be 3 kills in his pocket. And that is going to be the 11th round for CEX. And are we going to see a force buy coming out from United Estonia? Looks like they are, in fact, just going to eco this one out. And this could well be the equalizer.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they're not looking too healthy. The cash isn't too great, and they are going to just a bit of a chat, realise what they want to do, go for the wolf pack over towards B, but Rezu, he's in a huge position to go big through the smoke, shuts down Vet, should get the second one onto Cal.
Yeah, easy pickings for Rezu there, and that's just going to make this round so much more difficult as Noga gets taken down to just 32. He's going to run to the hills, though, as that frag grenade comes through. Going to have to just back away. And honestly, right now, United Estonia just need to try and look for a plan. That's all they can hope for in this round, I feel. And it's going to be a Cyrus Bash on 1 HP, actually. HS does manage to take him down. And actually, it's a 3 versus 3. With these pistols, they're doing work. But Nugget is going to be dropping down to Andrew as the other T's push in onto this A side. But the retake is going to be coming through. Andrew does go down to HS. And in a 2 versus 1, can he pull off the miracle play that his team needs him to? He's going to find one, and actually, it's now a 1 versus 1. Chronic waiting around this corner. HS already with the hat-trick. Can he turn it into 4? Can he make the plays for his team? Goes for the fake plant to try and bait Chronic out. He's going to sneak in onto the site. Here's the man plant the bomb. Can he get the headshot? He does! Headshot onto HS. And that is going to be the defuse for CEX. Chronic manages to take that one out for his team. And that is going to be even Stevens on the board now. 12-12 is the score as a pause is going to come out. We did see a player disconnect after dying that round. So I'm sure they'll be joining the game again very shortly. But we should see a full buy coming out from both teams here this round, sorry.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of cash to work with. Everyone looking fairly healthy. The CTs, of course, they've already got their guns. They've got the rifles. Chronic still holding on to that stolen AK-47, but the Ts, they've got cash to go. It'll be interesting to see if they are going to opt to whip the AWP out once again. Maybe go for a bit of a more aggressive mid-play, get the information and run from there, or just go for what we've been seeing, these very aggressive takes. They've been going for the A set pieces, but they've not been working very well for them. CEX, they've been in prime positions to just lock them down.
Yeah, they certainly have. And I mean, honestly, UE, what must be going through their minds right now? They must be, I mean, they entered this second half with 11 rounds under their belt. They're now on 12. They've found one within the last however many rounds it's been, 10. Well, we're moving into our 10th round here. So honestly, when you've just pretty much lost 8 rounds in a row, how do you come back from that? How do you get yourself in the right mindset heading into these last few rounds?
Well, I mean, different players deal with it differently. You have some that, you know, when they are in this position where they've been beaten down, you step up and they get that momentum to really bring it back and bring the pain. And some people do have their best plays at those sort of times, but other people, they get stuck in the rut. You know, they get caught down and everything slows down. Communication stops, team morale drops, and that's when things go negative. That's not what you want. So hopefully, United Estonia, everything will be on point. You want to see them having fun, keeping the energy high so they can bring the pain.
Yeah, honestly, I think right now for United Estonia, Fets is like the shining ray of hope right now. 27 and 16, that man. He's doing absolutely, I mean, considering they just lost so many rounds in a row and he's still that positive, yeah. He's almost on 2 KDA right there. That is like a ridiculously good score. He's going to be going for the 30 bomb, whether they win or lose at this point. But it's down to whether the rest of his team can step up and follow in his footsteps, or whether they're going to be falling in this first game up against CEX. And honestly, the odds for this game were sort of 55-45, very, very close runnings. And I mean, you can see it right here, 12-12 on the scoreboard. This could even go into overtime. It really could go either way here.
It's true. I mean, we're not really sure what's going to whip out if, you know, United Estonia can come back to their older form. They played well on that CT side, but they were very good at having those passive holds, no overextending. Everyone was very drilled on that side, but the T side, it seems sloppy. We're not seeing as good communication. Everyone, I mean, this could stem to the previous point. We're saying they've lost so many rounds in a row. The morale, everyone could be sloppy now. You know, the communication's not on point. No one's helping each other there, and they're just struggling in that sense. So hopefully once we unpause, we will see them getting back into that older form and really giving CEX a run for the money.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, this is what CEX did as they headed into the second half of the game. We just suddenly saw this brand new CEX come out. They suddenly seem to be on form and able to execute these strategies, able to defend these sites. And I mean, right now, United Estonia, their terrorist side has just seemed honestly incredibly poor so far. They've only been able to get one round for themselves.
It is odd. I mean, this is the other thing as well. It's like they're doing a CEX in the sense of we've never really seen them going for the mid-boost play, trying to get early in-game control. I've only ever seen the smoke wall strat once come out from them, which is interesting because that's where you're going to get the most leeway. And the thing is, when you do get a few rounds in a row, it gives you that momentum to clutch it out and keep it going. Counter-Strike is all about the confidence, and I want to see some real confidence on United Estonia's side right now.
Absolutely, we need to see that come out for them. And the round going to start off with HS getting tagged down to just 82 there. He's going to have the confidence though, as you were saying, to peek up back over that boost, look for the pick with the AWP. And he's going to be able to find it onto Andrew, takes the man's head off with that rifle, and now he's looking for Chronic, who's hiding in vents. He's going to be able to get it as well, and this is what United Estonia were needing. This is what they wanted to pull themselves back into the game, and now it's going to be Fets pushing in, looking for Risu. Can he find the shots there? Risu, 80 HP there. He's just trying to pretend he isn't there right now, and he's going to peek out and find one onto Cal, and immediately ducks back for cover as Victor arrives on the scene and finds two. Fets does finally get that man on the site. But suddenly it's a 2 versus 2, and look at the HP bars on United Estonia right now.
This is terrible. It's been a real change of hands. You know, CTs, they've got wise to it. Resu, he was a real key factor into stopping those CTs from getting the plant down, getting into off-plant positions. They were forced to stay out of their comfortable zone, you know. They got taken down by Victor, who went for a face that shouldn't have worked. Someone should have been watching that angle, and this is just, it's sloppy on UE's side.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, speaking of Victor, he's going to be the one peeking in onto the side. They're looking for the shots, and it's going to be both terrorists taking down their respective opponents. And they're going to be able to get themselves a second round on the board for this half. And now they can go for the rebuy, and there's just no cash here for CEX.
Yeah, I mean, a lot like a rundown fairground. There's just not a lot to go on for CEX, and you know, it's going to be terrible. The 5-7s, though, they can prove to be a bit of a nuisance. If you can get up close, if they can find United Estonia pushing in, not checking all of their angles, CEX might get the odd frag, but actually just going for an all-out push. This is a questionable decision from CEX, the shock and awe play.
Yeah, absolutely, but it's UE going to be opening this round up, and Cyrus Bash, last man standing here, has found himself an AWP though, as HS did end up going down. I would not be at all surprised to see him just trying to hold on to that one, trying to just keep that weapon for himself. But the T's are certainly going to be going on a hunt right now, as Cyrus Bash looking down with the AWP. Can he find the shots though? Everybody's pushing forward. Cal finishes that man off. They're going to be able to grab that AWP for themselves and push themselves up to 1 away from match point here. Right now, UE just have to get one more round, and they've guaranteed at minimum overtime.
And the thing is as well, CEX, their economy is not too great. They've been forced to skimp a little bit on the utility. They do have 5 smokes, actually only 4 smokes, but the flashes, there's not a lot there. They're going to be struggling to really be able to pull off anything crazy in this round.
They certainly are, but we have seen crazier things happen. This is Counter-Strike after all, just a couple of headshots can swing the round in any direction. We'll see who's going to be able to find them, who's going to be able to get these picks. Andrew looking for anyone who's going to check that boost. But honestly, UE playing this one so safe. Spraying through any wall they can find right now. Looking for those picks. Chronic just going to smoke off mid, going to try and deny any kind of aggressive pushes. HS going to check the boost, but he's going to be going down. Chronic finishes that man off and is immediately sprayed through the wall, but he's going to be able to survive that rain of bullets. And now CEX have found themselves an advantage in this round.
Yeah, they are looking a little bit better. They've got that early pick, which is good. But Fess, he's looking to sort out this advantage. He wants to do some damage. I don't think they realise, though, Victor is very close in mid. He's in a nice position underneath Boost. If they go for the mid play, he could shut them down.
Speaking of shutting down, Cal just going to take Chronix out, and Andrew at the same time trades it straight back across. But now the bomb site should be open, but Mick finds a headshot through the smoke. That is going to be the bomb going down. Or is it? As Victor comes to save the day, knocks out the bomb carrier with that FAMAS. And the rest of the CTs are on the case. 3 versus 2 here. Can they go for the retake? They have to right now. Cal already down to 40. He's going to be flashed out as he looks for one. Finds one onto a Cyrus piece. Gets Andrew as well with a nice headshot. Victor now with a 1 versus 1, and Cal takes it. The USP play coming out from that man is unreal.
Yeah, that was juicy. Cheeky stuff there. He shouldn't have got that second frag. He was so low. The FAMAS spray that was constantly going down to hold him suppressed, he went for the push out of nowhere. They needed to get the first frag onto Cal, but they didn't bother. And then, you know, they've given him that leeway, and he's just gone huge with it. He's gone massive.
Absolutely. Cal, 4 kills in that round, 2 of which were single-shot USP kills. That was just insane from him. You can tell he wants to win this, and right now, UE 1 round away from taking this one. And CEX on a full eco right now. They're praying right now. Praying for anything they can find, looking for shots on the boost. Cal going to take a couple of shots, but it's going to be Andrew actually managing to take that one. Cal finds one onto Chronic as well at the same time. And 4 versus 4 is going to be how it's looking as we head further into the round. Fetz finds another. And honestly, this could be curtains for CEX right now.
Yeah, they are struggling. I mean, they are on the force buy on CEX. Couple of 5-7s. Few flashes left. They might be able to delay the push, but I don't feel like realistically they can do much. United Estonia do go for the all-out aggression. Everyone firing away here. Bit of confusion. The flashes have worked well, though. It's given Asaribash the opener he needed, and Resu comes in with a huge frag as well. They've somehow got this man advantage now. It's all on HS.
It certainly is, and he's going to find one already, Resu, with 12 HP and just a pistol. Can he somehow pull this one out? He can just wait 20 seconds right now. If HS can't get the plant, then he wins the round. He just needs to play it safe. Don't peek, my friend. He peeks. And unfortunately, CEX are going to lose the game. So massive congratulations to United Estonia, who are going to find their first win of the season in our first game of the season. And honestly, shaky second half from them. That could have definitely gone either way, but